so I'll just open it up to you guys to ask as many questions as you need.
Yeah, Coach, obviously kind of a tough environment for you guys to come in. What was the key for you guys to just get in here and kind of shut down the crowd?
Those early wins, like that was big. Like we talked about with our program, we got some guys that are going to have to battle when you wrestle a team like Oklahoma State in every single match. But those early wins, Sparks starting off at 65, Salazar getting the win. We bumped Foy up, and he picks up a big win at 97, and then Garrett moves up and picks up that win at heavyweight. That was the key, just really good momentum initially. And so we were really proud of the guys. We were excited. It's a great program here, so coming down here and battling, it's, at least it's been since like 2014 or something, I think, since we won that duel. And talked a little bit about trying to make some adjustments, not trying to go after them too hard, walking into shots, moving more, some lateral movement and some of that stuff, and just continue to focus on things that we were capable of controlling. So that was the big win. I think just starting off, we had a good start.
You guys had two real dominant showings on top at 25 and I believe 84.
Yeah.
So kind of speak to basically your wrestlers right there and what they did well and what have they been like over your time with those guys.
Yeah, both those guys. Pat McKee at 25, he's known to be a beast on top. And one of the things he's done really well this year is he's really managed his weight really well. So you could see it like in these duels and stuff. That's a difference maker for him. Great tournament guy, but he's just wrestling like a pro right now. And on top, he was just heavy. And mat wrestling is a big part of college wrestling right now. You're seeing the guys, if you're good on top and you're controlling that, it's really difficult for some of these guys to build momentum and be able to figure out a way to win when you're on top of them all the time. So both those guys, Salazar's, he's a beast on top. And, Whitlake is tough to ride, from things that I see in scouting him. He's not easy to ride, so those guys did a really good job.
But obviously, winning the battle matches was the key part of the win for you guys. What did you see from your guys in the battle matches?
In the
battle matches, close matches.
Yeah, just, again, they controlled the things they could. They came out and scored early, in some of those matches. And as the match wore on, it just seemed like we had a little bit more momentum in some of those matches at the end, even using Garrett at heavyweight. Like, we were a little nervous. Don't fire too many shots, he's a powerful guy. He's a good sweep, and they're close to scoring a couple times. But we also wanted to be strategic because we could sense a little bit that he was getting heavy. And so his feet were getting heavy, and there was that opportunity to score. So, yeah, the big thing is, if you look back at this and you say Berglund, Bailey O'Reilly, and Brayton Lee will lose their matches and we'd win the duel, I wouldn't think that was the case. On paper, we're looking at some of those. Those are some of our leaders, captains. Like, those guys have been clutch. But to see these other guys step up and get wins like that, that's what good teams do. And we've been really proud of our guys, the work they put in. And it's one duel, right? That's all it is. But it's good for momentum. It's something that they can build off. And even the guys that lost matches, they're going to take a lot from that. There's some adjustments and growth that needs to come from that too. But yeah, we'll move forward with that.
That weight bump at 97 heavyweight, won both those matches. Did you guys know going into it that was going to be what you were going to do? Or?
Not really initially, but there was a couple circumstances late in the week that just made us think like we may have to do this. And, Foy's wrestled 97 last year as well, and had done well. So we knew we were capable of making that adjustment. And Garrett's a big 97 pounder and moves really well. And so, as long as we felt both guys are strong enough to give up a little weight and still go up and battle, and they did that. So, it was late in the week when we made that decision to kind of adjust there.